deep breath, and whenever you're ready, I'm ready.
Last fall, I attended a seminar series at the University of Wisconsin-Madison about the incarceration of black teens in Wisconsin. The presentation was from a judge in Wisconsin who went and visited prisons throughout Wisconsin that were notoriously known for bad, improper treatment and care of their prisoners. And it was specifically about the teens in these prisons. There's one specific prison in northern Wisconsin called Lake Mills where teens are exported from areas around Madison, and it's about 6 hours away, where they are held in cells with only a bed and a bucket. And you may think how they're allowed to do this. It's because they're private prisons and they aren't regulated by federal laws, so they can make their own rules and decide what kind of amenities they provide. So once I heard this, I didn't realize the severity of the incarceration and treatment where I lived, especially among young black teens. It really inspired me to learn more about the situation and see how to change this reality. So this semester I'll be focusing on how the prison system systematically targets black men in Wisconsin through key issues, research, and social justice. As I've explored this topic about how black men are systematically targeted by the prison and justice system in Wisconsin, I've noticed a couple of potential key issues. First one is that black men are incarcerated at a much higher rate than white men in Wisconsin. Not only is this an issue in Wisconsin, but it also is an issue throughout the United States. But in Wisconsin, it is especially serious, with about 2,200 black men per 100,000 are incarcerated, whereas it's only 220 white men per 100,000 in Wisconsin. So, and compared to the national average, it's about 1,000 more black men and only 20 more white men. Another issue is that lawmakers are benefiting from this increased incarceration and the use of private prisons. The way this works is that the lawmakers, especially our governor, my governor, Scott Walker, he outsources or he exports prisoners to these private prisons, and because the way private prison works, they receive money for the number of prisoners they have within their prison. They receive more money from the federal government, and therefore then they provide support to the governor and money in his running for elections. So now that I've talked about a couple key issues, I'll be talking more about research surrounding how the prison and justice system in Wisconsin specifically targets black men. So the first area of research the first source is the Sentencing Project, which is an organization that does research about the incarceration within the United States, and I'll be able to receive some facts and information about how the incarceration rates occur, what leads to these rates, and how to solve them. Another area I'll be researching are the laws in Wisconsin as well as the policymakers to try to find out what can be done about the increased incarceration and how the policymakers are benefiting from this higher rate of incarceration. Next, as I examine how the prison and justice system systematically targets black men, I have found ways that this topic fits in the realm of social justice. This topic fits into social justice because systems are preventing a group, being black men, from equal opportunity and treatment. The cycle includes going to jail, then having less jobs and with benefits, which leads to less money and less opportunity for their kids, which leads to similar situations growing up and ending up to be targeted by these systems. The way this relates to everyone is that, personally, I feel that as a human being, it's important to have empathy for others who are targeted unjustly by these systems just because of the group that they were born into and not because of what they have necessarily done, as well as your tax dollars goes into funding these federal prisons, and a lower incarceration means more money that can be put into education, back into your pocket, and back into promoting a positive society. In conclusion, this semester I'll be focusing on how the prison and justice system systematically targets black men in Wisconsin through the key issues, research, and social justice. Not only did this distinguished lecture series at UW-Madison inform me of the situation in Wisconsin, but it inspired me to learn more, educate myself, and try to find ways to solve this issue.